box below. So for the trouser pattern, go ahead and fold your fabric into two, and then right there I'm marking my hip measurement divided by 4, which is 10 inches. That will be my crotch length. And then I'll go ahead and divide my hip measurement by 4, which is also 10 inches, and along that crotch line I'm going to go ahead and mark it at 12 inches. 12 inches right there is what I'm going to mark. I'm adding 2 inches to my hip measurement, and then I'll place the measurement on my crotch area, and then I'll go ahead and extend it by 2 inches. I want my own trouser or my pants to be bigger than what you see in the picture, so I want it to be a palazzo pants. So you go ahead and add extra 4 inches to your hip measurement divided by 4. That will give you the dimensions with which you will cut this part. So once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and connect my crotch to meet my waistline upward, just like you see me doing, and then I'll go ahead and cut it out. This trouser pattern is very simple. Just go ahead and follow suit, do the same. Then I'll cut it downwards like so to meet the hem of the dress. Once that is done, I went ahead to open on the sides, just like you see me do. Just open it up like so. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and measure the length of my trouser. The length of my trouser is 40 inches. Then I'll be cutting it at 41 inches because I'll be hemming the edge or the legs of my trouser by 1 inch. So 41 inches right there is what I'm cutting. So go ahead and cut it out like so. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and fold my fabric also into two again, and this time around is going to be for my back pattern. So go ahead and place your front pattern on the fabric you folded into two, which is your back pattern, and then around the waistline I'll go ahead and extend it by 2 inches upwards like you see me do, 2 inches right there. And then I'll connect it to meet the side waist of my trouser. You need this part. This is very important to cover up the butt behind. So if you are of a plus size, you can do 2.5 inches, but for a normal size 1.5 inches, 2 inches is just okay. So I've gone ahead to extend the crotch extension by extra 2 inches also, like you see me. So I'll be extending that 2 inches to meet the leg of my pants, the edge of my pants right there. So I'll mark it straight to meet the edge of my pants right there. So on the butt area, I'm going to go ahead and add extra 2 inches for ease around the butt behind. So 2 inches is okay. If you're plus size, go ahead and add 3 inches. So I'll connect it straight to meet the waist. So why you need this part is very important because you need enough space, extra space for your butt to fit in behind. So go ahead and extend it by extra 2 inches. If you're plus size, like I said earlier, 3 inches is okay. So I'll go ahead and come up by 1 inch just like I have done for the front part, and then I'll connect it to the 2 inches I had marked earlier for the back extension. So just go ahead and connect it the same way like you've seen me do. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and cut it out following my marked pattern. So I'll cut it just the way you see me do, and then on the waistline I'll cut it out like so, leaving that 2 inches extension on the butt area for the back pattern. So I went ahead to also open up the side slits just like I've done for the front pattern. So once you're done cutting your trouser, you're going to go ahead and sew it now. But before that, we want to determine the length of our belt. Now I'll go ahead and measure the back pattern and the front pattern. So for the back pattern, the waistline is 15 inches long, while for the front pattern it is 11 inches long. So what I'll be doing is 15 times 2. Yes, 15 times 2 equals 30 inches. And I also do 11 times 2, which is 22. So what I have there is 30 plus 22, which is 52. So once I'm done cutting that, I'll go ahead and cut my band for the trouser, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches wide and at 52 inches long. So for the trouser pattern, you go ahead and place your front pattern, the front pattern of your trouser like so. Place it right sides facing each other. You're going to stitch around it like so. So I'm done stitching around it. This is the result I have. So I'll go ahead and replicate this process for the back. So for the back, I'm also going to go ahead and place it like so, and I'll do the same thing. It's a repeated process, just like I had sewn for the front. I'll do the same thing for the back. I'll sew around this area like so, and then I'll show you the result. So this is the result. This is what it looks like. The same thing for the front is the same thing you do for the back. So with that being done, I'm going to go ahead and place both my front pattern and back pattern together, right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to close up the edges like so. I'm going to sew around that area. If you're interested in having a pocket, this is where you have to fix your pockets, but I do not want pockets for this trouser. I just want it to be a plain normal trouser. So go ahead and close up the sides like so, straight downwards. So I've gone ahead to sew the sides like I said. I sewed for both sides, yes, and then this is the other side. I've gone ahead to stitch it also. So this is the stitch. This is what the outer part of the stitch looks like. So that being done, you're going to go ahead and join your trouser together. The two midpoints of your trouser is what you're going to indicate. Make sure the two lines are touching each other, and then you sew at 0.5 inch to the left and also to the right. So once that is done, this is the result. This is what I had. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix my band for the waist. To fix my band for the waist, you see this part that looks high? That is the back part of your back pattern of your trouser. That is the butt lift. You're going to, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen it a bit at about 1 inch there, about just enough to be able to sew my band to it. So once I'm done loosening it, I'll just go ahead and fix my band. You remember my band is 2 inches wide and 52 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and sew my band round it like so. I'll fix it round it down to the other side or part of the trouser. So go ahead and do the same. Just sew it straight, and then I'm going to go ahead and fix my elastic rubber. My elastic rubber is 28 inches long. So I've gone ahead to fuse my safety pin to it. I'm going to go ahead and put it inside the waistband like so, and then you go ahead and push it through it and pull it on the other side of the waistband. So that is what I'm just trying to do. I'm done doing that. This is what the result looks like. You want to go ahead and top stitch the edge of the elastic rubber so it doesn't loosen. And then once I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and close up that part. So top stitch the tips like so to make sure it does not loosen or it does not go back into the waistband. So I'm done top stitching that part. This is the result. This is what next. I'll go ahead and weave it. I'll go to my Saga machine and interlock all the rough edges. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and hem the leg of my trouser. So with this, we've come to the